Hey everyone, it's Madison. I'm back again. Keeping up with it for now, but it's only week 2, so we'll see how it goes. And last week I kind of showed you around the farm, showed you all the outbuildings and everything. And in real time, it's been quite a while. Some of those clips are over a month old, some are a couple of weeks old. But for instance, I talked in the video about getting our horses during the weekend. Well, we got them. They've been here for about 2 weeks now. They've settled in really great. And I thought that I would take the time to show you around the farm and introduce you to all of our animals. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So I just got done cleaning out the brooder, and I figured now would be a good time to just kind of introduce the chickens. I took out all of their food and waters and their perch just so you can kind of see and get a good idea of how many of them we have. We're currently just keeping them in a Walmart tote until we can move them outside. I would love to have them outside sooner rather than later because they are currently staying in my office and are noisy little guys that interrupt my meetings. But it's currently too cold outside to put them out, as the warmest it's been getting is the low 50s. But once we have some weather to where it's warm enough, we're definitely going to get them outside. I'm not going to show you each individual one because that would take forever, but I will show you a few of my favorites. Before I go and show you my couple favorite chickens, I just wanted to make some terminology clear. If I say cockerel, it means boy, and if I say pullet, it means girl. And on some of these, I know for certain because they were sexed. On others, they weren't sexed, and I'm taking a guess. I also have a couple of different breeds in here. I have this little guy and a couple others like him that are Rhode Island Reds. The ones over here, the black and white ones, right there, are Barred Rocks. I have some Silver Wyandotte, some Sapphire Gems, some Calicos, and I forget what the little tiny yellow ones are right there. All I know is that they were egg layer types and that they are both females. So I'm sure I'll figure out what they are once they're a little older. In the catalogs, there are a lot of yellow chicks about that size. So when I know for sure, I will be sure to tell you. If you watched my introduction video to the homestead, at the end you saw a little pullet on my shoulder, and I was making a joke that I had an asshole on my shoulder. Well, that's because that's this little pullet's name. And the reason why we call her that is not because she's mean to any of us. She's actually the friendliest out of all of the chickens we have. It's she's mean to everyone else. So during my meetings, she'll be on my shoulder or she'll just be sitting in my lap, and she's just a really sweet little chicken, as long as you're a human. But I really enjoy having her around because she is really fun to get out and pet and play with. All right, next on our list is Raptor. I'm not sure whether this is a pullet or a cockerel. To be honest, when I picked up a couple of these chickens, I had never heard of the breed before. They're fairly new. They're called Sapphire Gems. And I just thought they were the cutest looking chicks. And he is just a cool looking velociraptor, hence the name Raptor. Not nearly as friendly as my other chicken that I adore, but I definitely try to get him out and, pet and love on him. He just wants nothing of it. And just a little more shy than my Barred Rock. Bit of a scene change for you. These are our 3 ducks, and I wish I was smart enough to call them something like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but I didn't think about it when we named them. They are some really sweet little things. They're kind of jerks to the chickens, so we try to keep them separated until we're able to get them outside. They absolutely love taking baths, and I try to make sure that they get tub time at least once a week. And they are just so adorable. From left to right is Blackie, Fluffers, and Brownie. And for now, they're really easy to tell the difference of. I don't know in the future if they will be, as I have no idea what these guys are. We were getting some chickens, and Danny and I saw the ducklings, and we were both like, oh my gosh, we want some ducklings. And initially, we were only supposed to get 2, but the lady put 3 in the box, and we were like, you know what, we'll just take 3. It's not a big deal. So these guys are like the 3 amigos, and they are just adorable little things. They're obsessed with eating and drinking water because, well, they're ducks. But we also have it to where you can like go down and go chee 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 chee, and they will like come running over to you expecting a snack. So you can voice train ducks and chickens to do those things, but these guys have just been a blast. I can't really say they're going to be useful for anything, as I don't know if they are drakes or hens. But if we do get a few eggs a week out of these guys, I'll call it successful. If not, then they are adorable little yard pets that make a ginormous mess. I should have believed people when they told me that ducks were messy. These guys are extremely messy, but they make up for it in their friendliness and how cute they are. I just adore having ducks, and maybe in the future we'll get some more and do something like duck eggs or duck hatchlings, but we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years and see how they do. But for now, they're just adorable little farm pets. Between when I started making this video and when I started to do my editing, we finally had a couple of nice days in a row where we could get our poultry outside into their appropriate coop, and they are just loving it as it is. There's enough space for them all to run around, and because of that, the ducks aren't quite as bullying to the chicks, but we are keeping an eye on it. If it does get too cold, we are pulling them into the garage just so they don't get too cold at once. Odds are, if you saw our first video, you've already noticed Panda. He is our blue heeler poodle mix, and that's quite a story that maybe I'll get into someday. But I've had him now for almost 9 years. He is just a good boy. He does a good job of watching over everyone on the farm, making sure they're behaving, and just, snooping around to do his puppy thing. He is just amazing, and I absolutely adore him, and he's just been with me for a very, very long time. He's just the best boy. Then on the opposite spectrum of things, this is Kiwi. She is brand new to the farm and is a whirlwind of a hellion, and we're getting used to her, working on potty training and all of that. And she might look sweet, but she gets into all kinds of messes and problems, and she's just a normal, average, chewy puppy. And I realize that huskies are very excitable, high maintenance, and destructive, but I think considering the amount of land we have and how much time we have on our hands, we can definitely do our best to make sure that she gets worn out and gets the best home possible. She is definitely a chewy dog. The next section we're going to hit is all of our cats. I'm warning you now, we're kind of crazy cat people and we have quite a few. But to start off with, I'll start off with our Calico. She is 4 years old. Her name is Cardi. She's a mitten paw. Danny rescued her off of the streets in California and nursed her back to health, and that is his special little baby. But she is a sweet girl and has adapted to home life well. This is Sandy. Sandy is the oldest animal we have on the farm other than one of our horses, and she is just a sweet old girl. This is Opal. Opal I found in Louisiana outside. My friend Lena helped me to catch her and her sibling and her mother, and she is our trash panda, troublemaker, get out of the house, make a mess, crazy girl, but she is just an adorable Calico who sometimes loves cuddles, but most of the time likes to be a hellion. This is Sheldon. I didn't think I was going to get any video of him. He is our only male cat, and as you can see from this video footage, he's a little jumpy. He's very good at hiding. He doesn't like to be around people very much or animals, but when he does get the chance, he is overly clingy, cuddly, and snuggly, and I just love him. Next, we'll get into our rabbit hutchery. This is Coco. He is one of our male bucks. He's about a year old, and he is just cuddly and lovey and very attentive when it comes to attention. We're currently going to use him as our first breeder to breed to our blue-eyed white. But hopefully in the next month or so, we're going to have little kits, and we'll see how the breeding goes. The rabbits, for the most part, are used for meat. They are mini Rexes, but we like having them around. This is Peppers, and he is our other buck for our breeding program. We currently have 2 males and 1 female, so we are on the search for another female. We'll see how it goes. But Peppers is our wild child of the bunnies. When he gets out, he's all over the place, jumping around. He goes after the cats. It's quite fun to watch him. He is just a sassy young thing, and I absolutely love his broken coat. It is just beautiful, and he also is very fun to pet and snuggle with. This is our blue-eyed white. Her name is Silly Sally. She is our only doe that we have in our breeding program. She's still a little scared of us and isn't one that likes to be held or cuddled, but we are working on it, and she is getting better. We're going to take it outside here for a minute, and in my horse arena currently staying is our goat Maximilian. He is more of a dog than a goat. If you are anywhere near the fence or the gate, he's going to come over to you and he will demand some pets and attention, and he likes to go on walks like a dog to the mailbox. And it's definitely an interesting thing to see, but he is a good boy. He is our first goat, and he's our little pet. I saved the best for last, and I might be biased because I am a bit horse obsessed. But before I do get into the introductions, I gotta say it was extremely difficult to get good video of these 2 butt heads because I had a certain young mare, the light colored one, who wanted to be up my butt every single second of video recording, which I was pretty okay with because I'm a bit obsessed with her, but she's a good girl. And, you know, what she does, Mushu has to go and follow, which there he is rolling about in his graceful old self. This is Mushu. He is the oldest animal we have on the farm. He is a rescue. He's about 18 years old, we're guessing. We don't honestly know, but he is pretty up there in age. He is our tried and true kid's pony, learner horse. He's just really calm and gentle. Something to note about Mushu is that he does have a slight sway back. It doesn't really seem to bother him much, and he has been cleared by the vet in that we can go on light rides. But we'll just keep an eye on it and see how it progresses as he ages. We do have a special saddle pad that goes underneath the saddle to kind of help take the pressure off of those areas. But other than that, he's just a cool old man that enjoys carrots and attention and brushing and just chilling in his old age. This is Dally. Dally is your typical redheaded mare. She is fiery, she is sassy, she has quite an attitude, and she doesn't like when I don't have treats. But she is a good girl who I am currently working on breaking to a saddle, but we're taking our time. She's only 3 years old, and you know, we're just chilling and hanging out and just trying to get used to her, but I've already had a crap ton of fun with her, just from a standpoint of she is the most in-pocket horse I have met, and she's just a really good girl. But I'm hoping to get her under saddle as a dressage prospect and see where she goes. There you have it. That's all of the animals on our farm, and if you want or are more curious, we can always get into more of their stories, or if you're interested in seeing me train Dolly, or even go and goof around with the goat and show him on a walk, I'd be interested to hear it. Just leave that in the comments down below, but other than that, I'll see y'all next week. See ya! definitely need more coffee today. My puppy, the cute little husky one, is just a jerk. Is a tiny, tiny jerk. And if she wasn't so cute, I would eat her. I'd turn her into stew, and I would eat her. But she is really, really cute, so can't really do that. She's currently laying under my desk, chewing on it. Silly puppy. I might eat her anyway. And there you see it in its natural habitat. Sleeping for the 5 minutes it sleeps a day. What kind of horrors will it strike when it wakes up? Stay tuned to find out.